The March 6th meeting of the Thousand Oaks Youth Commission will begin at 6:30 p.m. We will now have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Lederer.
Commissioners, please turn on your mics. Please join me in reciting our nation's pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now have roll taken by Staff Liaison Francine Spriegel.
Commissioner Boyajian?
Here.
Commissioner Brousseau?
Here.
Commissioner Bryman?
Here.
Commissioner Cutler-Dye?
Here.
Commissioner Lederer?
Here.
Commissioner Lee?
Here.
Commissioner Leone?
Here.
Commissioner George McGuigan?
Here.
Commissioner Jed McGuigan?
Here.
Commissioner Sauté?
Here.
Commissioner Schooley?
Here.
Commissioner Sklavenites?
Here.
Commissioner Stein?
Here.
Adult Commissioner Nalbandian?
Here.
And Adult Commissioner Petrus is absent. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask Commissioner Cutler-Dye to introduce item 4, the public comment section of our meeting.
This is the time in our meeting when we invite members of the public to state their concerns about youth-related issues in our city or to present items for commission consideration. Are there any members of the public who would like to speak at this time? There being none, let's move on.
Thank you, Commissioner Cutler-Dye. At this time, I would like to ask our Chair of Public Information, Commissioner Sauté, to introduce item 5, guest speakers.
Thank you, Chair Sklavenites. Today we have Speaker Robert Cromwell from the Education Branch of the Division of Interpretation at the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area. This year, a number of teenagers have been volunteering for the National Park Service, and Ranger Robert co-leads these education programs and public events with the teen volunteers. Juniors from Newbury Park High School, like Ryan Marangola, serve as student rangers who help lead field trips for fifth graders from Earth's Magnet. Other teen volunteers, like Devin Camricks Burke, help the National Park Service by assisting with weekend operations at Satwewa Native American Indian Culture Center. Today, Robert and some volunteers will be discussing a few of these programs teens can become involved in.
Thank you, Commissioner Sauté. My name's Robert Cromwell, and I do have the great fortune of working with teenagers who volunteer for the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area. And the Santa Monica Mountains are just south of Thousand Oaks. And I brought a couple of our volunteers and interns. Actually, they serve as interns, and they're both juniors at Newbury Park High School, and have Ryan and Devin, and they're going to share a little bit about what they do for the Park Service, and they're official National Park Service interns, and of course locally we're one of the 398 park sites, so the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area. And the recreation area consists of state parks, Mountains Recreation and Conservation Authority, and of course national park sites, and a number of other agencies operate within the park, as well as having privately owned land. And it's through stewardship. Adults, folks when they retire volunteer, college students serve as interns, and in this case, even teenagers, and especially teenagers in this case, provide a very important service, not only locally for this unit of the Park Service, but also for their country. So good things are happening, and I want them to share about that. But also, it is a recreation area, and they both, Ryan and Devin, both enjoy the mountains and have a connection, and there are things that they enjoy doing. So I figure instead of myself kind of promoting it, you can hear from them what they enjoy about the mountains, and maybe there's some connection that can be made, and folks can come out that haven't had a chance to get out to the park. So first I'm going to introduce Ranger Ryan, his student ranger, and he's going to talk a little bit about what he enjoys in the Santa Monica Mountains, and also how he serves our park.
Hi. All right. Thank you. I'm Ryan Marangola. So the Santa Monica Mountains, they're really special to me because I have a love of the outdoors. I go backpacking, camping, hiking, and all that good stuff. And so it's really, I have a love of the outdoors, and the Santa Monica's is beautiful because there's, you can do all that. There's the ocean as well as mountains you can climb and a lot of other stuff. And they're right out our back door. And a lot of people can't hike 10 miles and be to the Pacific Ocean, or, walk out their front door and hike to, go hiking for the day. So we're really blessed that we have these, in our backyard. So I love that. And also, I'm glad that I can share my internship with the Shrub program. I'm glad that I can share that, love for the outdoors with others, younger kids who might not be introduced to it and have that much experience with outdoors. So I'm glad that I can share that with them. And also there's a lot of stuff, you can learn that teaches you about life, from something as simple as, how say an animal will feed off of a plant and how they can both help each other out mutually. And I don't know, that's applicable to real life where, you can help other people out. And so there's a lot to learn. And, I'm glad that I can share my love with that with other scout or other kids who might not get that in their everyday life. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Ryan. And we're kind of warming up here, loosening them up. So we want to let you know it is a lot of fun that to be had in the Santa Monicas, and also with the program, the Shrub program, that stands for Students Helping Restore Unique Biomes. And so Ryan and 5 other juniors at Newberry Park High School, they come out on the field trips for 5th graders that attend Earth's Magnet, which is located in Newberry Park. And so we work together and we co-lead the field trips. And so each of these field trips is designed by rangers and teachers, and it meets content area standards. And so, it's really, really important and helpful to have these students come out. And so they have to take time away from class. And so it's a really, really cool service that Ryan does and his colleagues, the student rangers from Newberry Park High School. All right. And now I would like to introduce Devin, Ranger Devin. He, serves as a student ranger as well, and he's an intern at the Satwewa Native American Indian Culture Center, which is located in Newberry Park, just north of Point Mugu State Park. And the park site is called Rancho Sierra Vista Satwewa. And so I'm going to have Devin, I'll talk about what he enjoys about the mountains, but also what he does, maybe do a commercial, talk a little bit about what Satwewa is and the Culture Center and things like that. So here's Devin.
Yeah. I'm pretty tall. Okay. Hello. The Santa Monica Mountains for me I have a very deep connection with them because I've been going to Satwewa ever since I was 5, really. And so I've always been out hiking with my family. So when I found out, when I was early on in my high school days, when I was looking for volunteer work, I figured I would give back to the place that I have such a special connection to by helping introduce it to other people. And that's really what I do at the Satwewa Native American Indian Culture Center, because not only do we answer general questions about the Santa Monica Mountains, but the Satwewa Visitor Center also has a particular emphasis on Native American culture, hence its name. And every other week we have guest artists who are of Native American descent, not necessarily from this area, but just the entire United States in general. And they come and give programs, arts and crafts or storytelling or music, and that's a way to educate others about their culture, which is very rich and interesting. So I feel like that's a very important thing that we do at the visitor center at Satwewa, because we're helping educate others about about the culture. So.
Thanks, Devin. All right, so we represent the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area. Again, if you can't see the ocean because the mountain range is in between Thousand Oaks and the Pacific Ocean. So just to the south here, if you Google us or Bing or whatever, type Santa Monica Mountains and our website will pop up. It's www.nps.gov/SAMO. Again, if you Google or use whatever nondescript search engine, Santa Monica Mountains, that'll pop up, or Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area. And Ryan was going to check and see if he had any questions.
Yeah, so do you guys have any questions for us? Matt Stein.
If someone was wanting to get involved with either Satwewa or any other part of the Santa Monica Mountain Range Center, how would they go about contacting you guys or getting involved?
Well, there's a lot of ways to get involved, whether it's just going out on your own and doing your own hiking. There's lots of safe places to go hiking just all around. There's just beautiful waterfalls, and you can go to the beach or all this different stuff. But if you wanted to get involved in particular volunteering or something, I'll turn off to Ranger Robert, and he can explain that.
You can hang out there. I'm going to use this one. I like leaning into the mic, right? So that you can contact our visitor center 7 days a week, pretty much, well, all year except for on Thanksgiving and the Christmas holiday. And you can contact us via phone at area code 805-370-2301. And just we have rangers there that staff the visitor center. Our main visitor center is located in Calabasas off of Las Virgenes. It's pretty new. Just grand opening was last June 2012, and it's a neat place to check out. So you can come out there as well if you were to take the 101 and exit Las Virgenes to the intersection of Mulholland and Las Virgenes, and it's at King Gillette Ranch. And again, that number's 805-370-2301. And just, if you express interest in volunteering, you'll be placed in touch with our volunteer coordinators. And, if you have something you're really interested in, a passion about, a particular area of nature or type of volunteer work you like to do, then you can, let us know, and we'll put you in touch with folks.
Yes.
Is there a minimum age requirement needed in order to volunteer with you guys?
So for certain volunteer duties, there is age of 18, but obviously there are others where, being, a teenager, is kind of the requirement. At least typically we'll work with high school students and college students, and the type of work would be related to maybe our education programs or staffing the visitor centers and some other opportunities like that. So, but yes, for certain duties there are, yet we have plenty of other options for volunteers. And some of our volunteers start as teens and they go on, and occasionally they become rangers, which is great too.
And I know most of you know this, but for those who don't, you don't have to volunteer to go out there and hike around and do all those fun activities. You can go out on your own with your family, friends, or other people, and go hiking on your own and explore. The Santa Monica Mountains are huge. They go from about Point Magoo down to kind of where the valley starts, and so there's lots of stuff to do there. And it's very rewarding just to kind of go out and hike and explore out in the wilderness a lot. It's pretty nice being secluded and not by, city streets and sounds and all that stuff. So it's really fun. Are there any other questions? Yeah.
For the shrub program, is it only Newbury Park High School kids that can get involved, or can other students do it?
Currently, we're working with Newbury Park High School. So in the future, we might be looking to connect with other high schools. But currently, we are part of that has to do with the proximity, the school being close to the park where the students from Earth's magnet visit, and also part of it has to do with the fact that we we'll take a number of the student rangers participated in the shrubs program as fifth graders, and now they're juniors in high school, and they're going out again and seeing themselves, right, as or working with the 10-year-olds. And so, but that's a program that's going to be growing too, and there may be other opportunities with other elementary school programs that we could work with other schools on.
I know we had a question over here.
Yeah. What is your favorite hike?
It's a tough question. Personally, I don't know. That's a really tough question.
One of your top 5, then.
One of my top 5. I live right by Potrero and Windy over there, and right by Boney Mountain there's a trail called Fossil Trail. And for those of you who know, Santa Monica used to be underwater. The ocean was thousands of feet above the mountains, and so there used to be sea life and all that stuff there. And it's a trail called Fossil Trail, and it still has fossils of shells of all different the animals that were there when it was underwater. So you can hike along and still today walk along and see nice big fossils along the trail, and that's called Fossil Trail. It's pretty steep, but it's beautiful. There's views, and you can see fossils, and you're walking, where it would have been underwater thousands of years ago. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, again, all the hikes in the Santa Monica Mountains are awesome, but a personal favorite of mine is the waterfall hike at Rancho Sierra Vista Sawiwa. And that's a pretty well-known one, but what I really like about it is that it's pretty much always lush year-round. It'll be middle of the summer and super dry, but you go down there and there's no water. The name's kind of misleading. There really isn't a waterfall, but it's still very green, and there's lots of wildlife there, and so it's almost like a little oasis, and it's really interesting to go down there because it's always different. It's a really simple hike, little steep, but I've gone there a million times, and each time it's awesome. So.
And mine is Backbone Trail, which it's a trail that goes all the way along the mountains, and there's currently on our website, see, I get into the promotion mode, this is part of the Ranger, but currently on our website, Ranger Riza, she's been meeting with groups to do different legs, and there's a blog that'll talk about the different legs, or sections of the Backbone Trail. So if you go to our website and check that out, you'll learn and see what that's like, hear about stories, and see some pictures of these trails too.
Do you guys have any more questions? All right, that's it. Thank you for having us. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact the number we gave you. And it's a great adventure to get out there and explore something new. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Commissioner Sote, and a big thank you to the National Park Service and the Scouts who came out to talk about it. Once again, thank you very much. I would now like to turn the meeting over to Vice Chair Lee.
In addition to being an advisory board to City Council, the Youth Commission also appoints youth liaisons to various youth organizations. So one of those is the Thousand Oaks Teen Advisory League. So Commissioner Brousseau, could you please introduce that?
Hello, my name is Commissioner Brousseau. Unfortunately, we don't have a member of the Teen Advisory League with us tonight, but I have some announcements from the library. Recently, the library hosted a special program featuring the ukulele on Saturday, February 23rd. And on the same weekend, the Thousand Oaks Library Foundation sponsored a special event, the Conejo Valley Since 1959, a photographic retrospective with Ed Lawrence. And those in attendance were able to witness how our area has changed and developed and could see through the history of these incredible photos. Fascinating First Ladies will be held on Saturday, March 9th from 1 to 2 p.m. at the Grant R. Brimhall Library, and you can learn some unique trivia about some of our country's fabulous First Ladies with Jim Nielsen, president of the Friends of the Thousand Oaks Library and a docent at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Museum and Library. Have you got game? The Newbury Park Branch Library will be hosting a Teen Tech Week Wii tournament with gift card prizes awards going to the top Just Dance and Super Smash Bros. Contenders. This program is sponsored by the Thousand Oaks Library Teen Advisory League and will be held on Thursday, March 14th after school from 3:30 to 5 p.m. and is for 6th to 12th graders. Teen Tech Week is an annual National Library initiative which encourages libraries to throw open their doors to physical and virtual experiences to teens and showcase the outstanding technology they offer. March is Women's History Month, and the library is sponsoring a special Women in History program on Thursday, March 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. Meet some of the exciting women from history as local middle school girls portray some of their favorite women from the past, including Rosa Parks. And there will be a documentary film, Mighty Times, The Legacy of Rosa Parks, screening after the event. The library will also celebrate St. Patrick's Day during the special program at both libraries on Saturday, March 16th with storyteller Rebecca Martin, who will share folktales of Ireland. Ed2Go is a new library service that is offered online via the library website at toaks.org/library. This is a service that provides a wide range of interactive courses that can be taken over the internet. All courses are free and led by expert instructors. Courses run for 6 weeks, and new sessions begin every month. The topics include college readiness, computer and technology skills, language, writing, healthcare, and many more that are free with your library card. Lastly, if you have any questions about the upcoming events, you can visit toaks.org/library, and don't forget to like us on Facebook at the Thousand Oaks Library to receive notifications about future library programs and events. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Russo. Commissioner Schooley, can you please introduce the ASB-ASG portion of our meeting?
So the Youth Commission invites representatives from each of our local high schools and middle schools to present information about school activities for the purpose of generating a feeling of community spirit. So up first, we have Grace from Kalina Middle School.
Hello, I'm Grace Ratel Hakam, and I'm an 8th grader at Kalina Middle School. For the past month, on Wednesday mornings, our principal, Mr. Frank, has held leadership classes for 6th or 7th graders interested in joining ASB next year. The class assembled a flash mob today at lunch that caught the eye of many students. And the ASB class is planning a 6th grade movie night as well as starting to plan for the luau in April. And then for St. Patrick's Day, we will be hanging shamrocks, and each shamrock will have the name of a student at our school. And if the student finds their shamrock, they can get a prize. And then WEB, which stands for Where Everyone Belongs, has started many 6th grade clubs, such as a movie club, a book club, a friendship club, and many more. The Kalina girls basketball team will be playing for 3rd place tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and the girls soccer team and the co-ed volleyball teams have been formed and practices have started. And lastly, the Kalina fashion show is approaching quickly. Applications are due this Friday, and rehearsals will begin after spring break. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Up next, we have Jonathan and Colton from Los Cerritos Middle School.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Bradman. I'm Colton Bourne. We're from Los Cerritos Middle School. And Los Cerritos has been up to many activities in the month of February. Our talent show rally for all grades was a huge success. Our leopards have some amazing talent, and the show was enjoyed by students and staff. There was singing, dancing, piano, and band performances. We had a great Valentine's dance at the beginning of February and 2 fun ski snowboard trips as well.
Our top students were honored at the Student of the Trimester breakfast where they were awarded for their excellence. Our students raised over $2,300 during our annual Pennies for Patients fundraiser. Currently, we are in the middle of our registration process for next school year, and are also gathering applications for next year's leadership team. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan and Colton. Up next, we have Jade and Elizabeth from Ascension Lutheran.
Good evening, Commissioners, and thank you for inviting us here tonight to share the events and happenings at Ascension Lutheran School.
I am Jade Innes.
And I am Elizabeth Riker.
We both serve as Secretary and Treasurer for our Student Council. Ascension Lutheran School is dedicated to nurturing each student, providing academic excellence and creating bold, compassionate leaders who inspire and serve others in their walk with Jesus Christ. Lead, inspire, and serve.
Our school vision statement is one that we, as a student council, are asked to always keep in mind as we work with the student body as a whole. We have now completed our second trimester. The academic excellence of the school will be celebrated at an honor roll breakfast on March 19th. In the area of academics, we just had a great opportunity to experience mini courses. We were all given the opportunity to sign up for 2 courses last Tuesday morning. The courses were culinary skills, gardening, creating an edible car, robotics, creating a computer game, art and design, debate, candle making, iMovie, and jazz.
Lead. This Monday, our upper division students put on a DER, Drop Everything and Read Night, where we did a skit, book exchange, and popcorn hot chocolate event for the K through 4th grade. Inspire. To us, this is having fun and creating fun. Our Valentine's Day sock hop that we spoke of last time was a great success, as well as our delivery to the retirement home of over 200 Valentines. We came away inspired by the stories that the residents shared with us. These are some examples. It brought warmth to my heart to see all the people smiled as they talked about their childhood. I came upon someone who I tried to make feel better. Her name was Penny. She said her name was Penny because she was worth very little. I hope she felt loved when I gave her the Valentine. It was really fun serving. Annalise. I talked to some people and met a 5-star general, Spencer L. I really liked serving the elderly home. It felt good to give those Valentines to people who didn't get much attention. Jordan. It was a great experience yesterday at the retirement home. There was a very nice lady who got my Valentine. She was very happy, and I could tell it brought her much joy. Sarah B.
Serve. Pam Gallister, our school accountant, is going to Zimbabwe for the dedication of the medical clinic, which we helped cover the cost of putting electricity for last year. She will share our story and bring back their stories. We will be sending iMovies and questions to them, and we are hoping for the same back. Yesterday morning, our officers sponsored a spontaneous varsity basketball celebration as the boys' team beat Ventura Missionary and became the league champions. The celebration was food, banners, and pom-poms with lots of cheering. We have currently raised $4,000 for Kakuma schools in Africa and look forward to connecting with them one day, as we did with the clinic in Bururi. We are in partnership with Paula Phillips, who has a program called Right Road Kids. She will be coming to our school this Friday and working with the 5th grade to put on an assembly to recognize students for doing the right thing. The focus is on using talents in extraordinary ways to serve and shine. Our 8th grade class is currently planning our end of the trimester 212-degree assembly, where we recognize a class, teacher, and students for going the 212-degree. This last morning, Joe Lopez, the manager of Vaughn's in Newbury Park, came and was recognized by the school for the incredible gift of $3,900 through parents and friends of Ascension using their Vaughn's and eScript program. We have used this program to help support our science curriculum in addressing the next generation science centers and putting the entrepreneurship that we have established in the garden, which involves the planting, growing, and selling of tomato plants.
Thank you again for including us in the Thousand Oaks Youth Commission. It has been exciting to hear and learn from each of you as you have talked about the work of the Commission and the happenings in your different schools. We will look forward to coming back next month.
Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Jade and Elizabeth. Up next, we have Ulysses from Westlake High School.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Ulysses Sklevanese, and I'm a 9th grader at Westlake High School. This month we have many exciting new events. This Friday, March 8th at 7:30 p.m., we'll be having the Advanced Anatomy Talent Show. Come and support our future medical leaders. From March 11th to the 14th, St. Patrick's Day grams will be sold. This is a great chance to send some nice treats to your friends. We wish the academic decathlon team luck as they travel to Sacramento for the state competition. Good luck. We will also wish the dance team luck as they will compete at the Nationals at the end of March. Lastly, I hope everyone has a fantastic spring break, which is from March 25th to April 1st. Thank you and happy early Easter.
Thank you, Ulysses. Up next, we have Margot from Newberry Park High School.
Good evening, everyone. To start things off, the Newberry Park High School sports teams have been doing extremely well this year. For example, our boys and girls lacrosse team both beat a game against Royal in the last few weeks. Also, our dance team has taken first in their competitions, so we'd like to say congratulations to them all. Winter Formal was on February 9th, hosted by ASG. It was Sadie Hawkins, and it was a huge success and went way better than expected. So just for overachieving, congratulations to ASG. International Week is this week, where food, music, and cultural activities from all over the world are hosted every day at lunch by the various clubs on campus. The Newberry Park High School Jazz Festival is on March 9th, and their tickets are on sale for $7 to benefit the music program and help it continue. The NPHS Talent Show rehearsals have started, and March 15th will be the final show. Tickets will be $5 with a SAC card, $7 for students, and $10 for adults. And Newberry Park High School encourages everyone to keep on turning in receipts for school cents to help fund our schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Margot. Back to you, Commissioner Lee.
We just want to give a huge thank you to all the representatives who came out tonight. We really appreciate it. And I would like to introduce Commissioner George McGuigan to talk about the Teen Center report. Jed McGuigan, sorry.
All right. So I'll just start off with a quick recap. So in February, we had, on February 2nd, we had our annual parent-teen pool tournament. We had 10 teams compete and hosted tri-tip barbecue afterwards. Next, we had on February 9th, we had over 625 7th and 8th graders attend the Valentine's Day dance. And on February 15th, we had a trip to Mountain High, where over 30 teens attended, and that was over President's Weekend. On March 2nd, we had the Teen Center hosted the 4th annual Rising Stars Dance Competition. We had 275 guests in attendance. There were also celebrity judges and several all-star performances. So coming up, March 8th, there will be a middle school talent show from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. On March 9th, there's another e-waste day. So be sure to bring your old chargers, printers, computers to the Teen Center, and we will correctly recycle those. March 13th is the kickoff of the Girls Friendly Soccer Tournament, and the other two dates for the tournament are April 3rd and April 17th. After the tournament on April 17th, the Teen Center will host a barbecue for all the participants and their families. We're also excited for our next 7th and 8th grade dance, just in time for St. Patrick's Day on Saturday, March 16th from 7 to 10 p.m. Finally, at the end of March, we have 2 great spring break trips. The first, on March 26th, will be a visit to the tall ship. I think it's at Ventura Harbor? Yeah. And then the next will be a trip to Magic Mountain on March 27th. So thanks for the report.
Thank you, Commissioner McGuigan. I would now like to turn the meeting over to Chair Sklavenides.
Thank you, Vice Chair Lee. During the year, the Youth Commissioner takes a number of projects, so I would first like to introduce the Chair of the Youth Implementation Team, Jed McGuigan, to give the report.
All right. So we had our last youth implementation meeting, and we will just go through all of the committees, and everyone will just give a brief recap of what happened at their meeting and any upcoming events. So we'll start off with the Empowerment Committee.
Hi. So this month in our Empowerment Committee, we've been working with our leader, Melinda, who is the founder of Girls in Power, and we're working on developing some new curriculum for our girls group age 13 to 16, and they're our preteen group.
and we're going to incorporate some new leadership curriculum into what we're teaching our girls in the program they go through, as well as the empowerment, to hope to draw more people to the program, as well as just expand upon what we did last year. So we are expanding our curriculum and pushing our dates a little bit back, so our workshops won't begin as soon as we planned, but the dates are still tentative. We're also in planning mode for our gala that is coming up on the 13th of April. April 13th is our gala, and we're really working to get participation for that, because it'll help fund our program for our girls, and there'll be lots of interesting things going on that night. We're having food as well as a fashion show, and there's some live performances, so it's going to be a really fun event, and tickets are $25. There'll be more information on that at a later time, but also we're working on promoting our program via Instagram and social networking sites. So our girls have been working to get some photo shoots together to hopefully promote our program further. And so we're having a lot of fun with that. So that's it for empowerment.
All right, thanks, Commissioner Leone. Next we have the Environmental Committee.
All right, so our group finally finished our bottle sculpture, and we have it set up right now at Westlake High School. So if you go there, you should check out your quad and see if you can find it. Next week it will be at Thousand Oaks High School, and we will be ending the trip at Newbury Park High School, and then we're going to take it down and give the bottles back to Newbury Park High School because they donated them to us. Our mascot competition ended, and Recyclops won. So if you voted for Recyclops, yes, they won. And then we'd also like you guys to check out our Facebook page, which is CVUSD Recycles. Yes. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Sauté. So now we have the Resource Committee. Yep.
Okay, well, we were very happy to announce the opening of the Resource Center at the Oaks Mall, right across from the food court on the lower level. It was yesterday, Tuesday, March 5th. And we have our grand opening coming up on April 9th at 4:30 p.m., and we would love it if you could all attend. We are also currently looking for more volunteers. They have to be 16 and older, please. So if you would like to volunteer, please email us at youthcommission@toaks.org. We would love to hear from you, and we have plenty of spots available. So thank you.
Thank you, Chair Sklavenitis. Now we'll have the Recreation Committee, a.k.a. the Fun Committee.
Okay, so our recreation movie night has been postponed until further notice due to scheduling conflicts. We're looking into other events as well as rescheduling this event, so we will keep you posted on further details.
Thank you, Commissioner Bryman. Now we'll have the Drugs and Alcohol Committee.
Thank you. We've been working with a program called Straight Up on a series of reality parties, and volunteers serve as actors at these parties, and we help show parents, or we lead parents through a tour of a house party, and what it actually looks like inside, and then we have police resource officers talk to the parents afterwards about the punishment for parents who hold these parties, as well as ways to prevent them from happening, or just pretty much just like checking up on your teens. So we had our second successful party on February 23rd, and then we have another one this Sunday, March 9th. So we're just this is what we've been doing, and we have another one next month, and I believe there's still some spots open. So if you'd like to attend, please check out our website at straightupvc.com, and that's pretty much it. Thanks.
Thank you, Commissioner George McGuigan. So that's the sum up, the recap, and I hope that if anyone's interested in joining, it's not too late. You can still come down. Our next meeting is actually next week, next Wednesday, March 13th, and you can join any of the committees that you're interested in, or you can join the committee of your interest, and we'd love to have you. So please come down to the TO Library at 6 p.m. next week, March 13th.
Thank you, Commissioner McGuigan. I would now like to introduce the chair of the therapeutic dance, Commissioner Stein, for item 7B.
Hello, everyone. So, as most of you know, or many of you know, we have the therapeutic dance on March 9th, this Saturday. We've done a lot to prepare for it. We had our work party in February, and that's where we made most of our decorations, most of our props and things to use for the dance. The theme this year is Welcome to the Jungle, and as usual, it's going to be at the fabulous Teen Center this year. The date is March 9th, like I just said. I would like to read out some sponsors that we have for the event. Dr. Karen Sue of Oak Park Dentistry for Children in Newbury Park, Shrinky Drinks, Dr. Matt McClellan, Professional Dental Corporation, Janice Wise, Dr. Robin DDS, Darren Eye Center, Southern California Healing Center of Dr. Millington, Sharky's, Breakfast Cafe, Western Bagel, Trader Joe's of Newbury Park and Westlake, and Albertsons. We thank these sponsors so much for donating either gift cards that we can buy food for the event for, or cash donations from people. It really goes to help the event and help the overall what we can put into the event. What we put into the event, the participants get right back out. It's one of my favorite events to do of the year. You can still sign up. You can still pre-register at crpd.org or call 381-2739. And now we're going to go to a breakup of our subcommittees. So first, can we have the Food Committee with Commissioner Leone, please?
Hi, I'm Commissioner Leone. So our food this year for the dance is going to be catered by Command Performance Catering, and they've so graciously helped us out with catering this event. And we're going to have some, in case Matt didn't tell you, we're having a jungle-themed dance, so again, it's Welcome to the Jungle. So we're going to have some really fun jungle-themed food. So we're having jungle burgers and some tropical fruit, as well as animal crackers and banana chips. So it'll be a really fun menu for our guests, and I hope they enjoy it.
Thank you, Commissioner Leone. Next, we have decorations with Commissioner Boyajian.
Hey everyone, so for decorations we plan on incorporating a lot of animal print and camouflage. We have some really fun centerpieces planned, as well as balloon arches and all that kind of blow up animals and a bunch of different stuff. So hopefully everyone who comes enjoys the decorations, and pictures will come and you guys will be able to see what we ended up doing with the decorations, and everything's going to be based off of the theme. So again, that's Welcome to the Jungle. So that's basically all. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we have Commissioner Jed McGuigan for photos.
All right, so we got all of our stuff in. We got a pretty awesome backdrop that's probably going to take a really long time to put up because it's nylon or something. But we're going to have to put that up. It's going to take a long time. But we also got our photo frames that I think are zebra patterned. But yeah, those would look pretty good as well. So, what are they? Oh, leopard print. So, and we also have Youth Commissioner Josh coming back. He's going to help out with photos, so that's going to be pretty fun. And then I'm sure that we will get some props from Command Performance to set up in our photo booth. And we just sorted out our printers at our last event that we did. That was good because we found out one of the printers was broken. So now we're down to one printer, but I think we're gonna try and find another one. So that's gonna be good. All right. By tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner George McGuigan. Now for entertainment, Commissioner George. Jed just gave the report on photos. Now George is gonna give the report on entertainment.
Thank you, Matt Stein. So special thanks to Steve, the Teen Center. He found our entertainment. It's a group of local fantastic dancers and singers who are going to be dressed up in jungle outfits and are going to be putting on a 15-minute show. So that's our entertainment. Thank you.
All right. So like I said before, the theme this year is Welcome to the Jungle. The dance is March 9th. You can still sign up at crpd.org or call 381-2739. And now we have a special announcement. The Ventura County Autism Society is having a 10K and a 5K and a Fun K. I don't know exactly what a Fun K is, but it sounds fun. It's at Cal State Channel Islands. I don't know if you can see this poster very well, but some of the sponsors are Cal State Channel Islands, obviously, Addison Behavioral Resources, Cumulus, Roadrunner Sports, Road ID, Parent Click, and Channel Islands Social Services. This is going to be on Saturday, April 6th, 2013, 8 a.m. It's going to support autism and other things, so I'm looking forward to it. I'll probably be able to make it. It looks pretty fun. This is all kind of going with the theme of the therapeutic dance this year, too. So that is the end of my report. I hope to see you all at the therapeutic dance.
Thank you, Commissioner Stein. And now I would like to introduce Commissioner Boyajian for item 7C on the agenda, Youth Recognition Awards.
Hey everybody, so the 2013 Youth Recognitions Award is going to be held May 16th at 6:30 p.m. We are currently accepting nominations, and we are accepting them from organizations and local schools. So please submit any applications regarding youth volunteers who help make a difference in our community. Nominations are being accepted from January 1st, 2013, and they must be received by March 8th. You can visit www.toaks.org/youth to find a link to find the applications, or visit one of your local schools or talk to counselors, and hopefully they will nominate you. So thank you very much, and make sure you get those applications in.
Thank you, Commissioner Boyajian. As we come to the close of our meeting, I would like to introduce Commissioner Bryman for item 8, Commissioner Comments.
This is the last portion of our meeting where commissioners can provide any information, comment, or announcements which no action by the commission will be taken. At this time, are there any commissioner comments? Commissioner Boyajian.
Hey everyone again. So lastly, the Teen Center is hosting a Teen Health and Beauty Expo Saturday, May 11th. This is Mother's Weekend, and it's a great family event from 10 to 5 p.m. There will be workshops, a lot of fun, entertainment, prize baskets, and experts in health and beauty there. So make sure you look out for more information and hopefully sign up to attend. Thank you.
Commissioner Stein.
I encourage every single person in this room to go find us on Facebook, Thousand Oaks Youth Commission. We have tons of updates, tons of awesome photos. It's a great page. I liked it many, many moons ago. You should go like our Facebook page.
Commissioner Brousseau.
So again, I'd encourage you to not only like our Youth Commission Facebook page, but also like the CVUSD Recycles page. This year, the Public Works Department received a grant to improve recycling awareness at schools. And just as a fun fact, 1,373 water bottles are used every day at CVUSD high schools. So we want to make sure that each and every one of those is recycled. So go ahead and like our Facebook page and make sure that everyone at your campus is recycling. Yes. Facebook.com/CVUSD Recycles.
Commissioner Leone.
And promoting for our Empowerment Committee for Youth Implementation. Please please follow us on Instagram, Girls in Power, no spaces or anything. So we have a lot of fun activities going on for girls in our community. So that'd be great. Like us.
Commissioner Sklavenides.
I would also like to stress how important it is to find volunteers for the Resource Center. It's a great opportunity for volunteer hours, as the shifts are 3.5 hours long. You'll be working alongside a senior from the Council on Aging, so it's a great chance to also have a co-generational bond. And please contact us at youthcommission@toaks.org. It's very important, and we would really appreciate all the help we can get. And it's a great way to learn about all the services in the community, and then help those in our community learn about them as well. So thank you.
Commissioner McGuigan.
I should probably make an announcement just to follow suit. If you'd like to volunteer for the Straight Up program, you can find it, or you can go on the website and then click, volunteer, and it can put you in link with one of our many adult representatives who can, give you the dates of our events and provide you with updates. So thank you. The website is straightupbc.com. Straight up, one word. So, yeah, thank you.
Commissioner McGuigan.
All right, so I believe that there's a straight-up video contest going on right now. I'm not sure when the deadline is, but I know my English teacher was advertising it to us. And it's a video. You make a video that is, I think they're preferably 60 to 90 seconds long, and it's on prescription drugs. I think there's a link, or I think if you go on straightup.com, they'll have links to it, but I'm not totally sure. Straightupvc.com, and it's only for kids in Ventura County. And it looks like a lot of fun. I think it's a $500 cash prize for the winner, and just looks like a lot of fun. So, yeah. It might be .org or .com. Just kidding, it's .com.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Bryman. There being no further business to come before the Youth Commission, the meeting is adjourned at 7:25 p.m. until our next meeting in April.